Hello everyone, how are you doing?
Please respond back in real time to this video.
Today we're having kind of a little boring day because we're just going to be getting a lot of work done. We've been doing a bunch of work getting ready for going to Mexico and Central America, and we wanted to fill you guys in on some of the things that we've done.
For anyone who's new, we have not been in Central America yet. We are leaving in a few weeks. This is what our research is showing us and what we have done beforehand.
So we'll probably have a lot more to say after the fact. First, before we go in and tell you all of our stuff, we're going to go and get some work done.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
Okay, so Christian didn't answer, which means I'm just gonna do some of this video by myself. Essentially what we want to do with this video is just give you guys an idea of the things that we've done to prep for Central America. Because as many of you have told us in the comments below, this is a little bit crazy. Oh, Christian's here. Whoa. Hello.
Can I join you?
Please do. As a disclaimer, we don't actually have experience here, so
take this with a giant chunk of salt, like not a grain, like a big,
huge chunk. And for those of you who do have advice for us, let us know. And for those of you who are wanting to do this and need advice, probably read the comments because there will probably be people who've done this before.
A lot of what we've done here has just been like searching around the internet.
So do you have like some different websites that we can link in the description box?
Yes, I have a bunch of different websites we can link in the description box. Instead of telling you about all of them, I will link them in the description box.
I like that I look taller than you.
Yeah, you do. This is an inaccurate representation of actual height. She's sitting on the countertop and I'm just standing. First things first, a lot of people are obviously worried about, is it safe to even travel through?
Yeah.
And again, we have not been yet, but what we are finding is that it is, you have to be cautious. But border towns and coastal towns are actually the worst. So, and then obviously northern Mexico is really bad. So a lot of Central America and southern Mexico is a lot less actively violent and things like that. You still have problems with corruption and police. You still have problems with bad roads, drunk drivers, things like that. But in northern Mexico, you have the X factor of like kidnapping and, like murder and cartel stuff. So as you can see, we're gonna go from San Antonio, drive, not hitting any coastal towns, and we're going to end up going quickly to Yucatan Peninsula. And you see, once we get there, we're gonna spend a lot more time. So we're gonna mostly be on toll roads. Our plan is to pass just north of Laredo, go by Monterrey, basically try to spend one night probably, like don't drive in the dark, spend one night before Mexico City. We're not going to go into Mexico City this trip, at least not on the way down, because we want to get our bearings in Mexico City. We've heard is just insane.
Second thing that we've been working on is insurances. So we have two different types of insurance. We have travel insurance, which is going to cover any like health emergencies, if we need to evacuate the country for any reason, theft of any kind for up to a certain amount of like dollar amount, things like that. So we're using World Nomads. Now, if you're from the US, that's probably, or at least that's the best option I could find. There's a lot of different options for different nationalities, and even World Nomads, it covers pretty much every nationality that I could see.
They are the World Nomads.
The World Nomads.
The American Nomads.
And they had better options for people not in the US. So I don't know why we got stuck with sucky travel insurance options.
It's our healthcare.
We did. Oh, is that
crappy healthcare system. Yeah, that's it.
Link to them down below if you want to check it out. Second type of insurance is our car insurance. I've heard, at least, and we'll see, but at the border, I think of each country that you are required to have insurance at, you can buy really cheap just liability insurance. Basically, it covers anybody you've harmed, but it doesn't cover you. We want to be covered. So we're getting Sanborn's insurance, which is Mexican insurance. I think they have options for some other Central American countries too, but we're not gonna mess with that. We're probably gonna spend, I would say, the bulk of our driving time in Mexico.
Definitely. And probably time.
And time, yeah. So we just wanna be like, play it super safe there. And they have, it's like the same price for 2 months as 6 months.
But we spent about $600 on the car insurance and about $300 each on the traveler's insurance, which included health. It also includes a few $1,000s worth of personal property. and anything
And a
else
bunch
we
of
do.
other stuff.
The third piece, and this is one that took so much research because there is a weird lack of consensus on it. For Sprinter vans, consensus. I can't.
Yeah.
Consensus.
It's a controversial topic.
Yeah. This is gonna definitely change based on the kind of rig you have, but I'm gonna just talk Sprinters because that's all the research I've done. In 2007, Mercedes started putting something called a diesel particulate filter in their vans, and I believe this was just like for environmental purposes. The problem with that for going to Mexico is that Mexican diesel is not very high quality still. It's, you know, it's low sulfur diesel, not ultra low sulfur diesel, and there's quite a bit of difference there. So you might run into some crap. Now, over the last couple of years, Mexican diesel has gotten a lot better. But we were worried about that diesel particulate filter, the DPF. You can get them removed, but it is actually, I don't believe it is legal. We are not getting ours removed at the moment. You can get them removed. It will increase your engine efficiency. It will increase your miles per gallon to get them removed, but we don't have a problem with them right now. So who knows if the diesel is going to do, a number, but with our year Sprinter and with even a Beck's year Sprinter, there's nothing on the engine itself that will be damaged by low sulfur diesel. It just might clog up that filter a little bit.
Keep in mind, I'll just add this, for those of you guys who are interested in van life and haven't bought your van yet, this might be a good thing to keep in mind if you are interested in going to Mexico. Because a lot of van life people are.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, if you buy a really new Sprinter, it's going to be great. You're going to have probably a great experience with it, except that it'll probably be really, really difficult to travel to Mexico.
Potentially. But remember, like, the research that we have done is on a 2007 and 2008 Sprinter. So I know that they kept adding things later and later, so do your own research for the later models. It might not be a problem. It might be a problem. So anyway, do your own research. One last thing that people are typically really concerned about, I don't know like really how to categorize it. It's like theft, corruption, just avoiding all of that in general. One thing that we have really done is that we have made copies of all of our documents. So what we've read and what we've heard is that a lot of times police officers will they'll pull you over for something, maybe it's legitimate, most of the time it's not, and they will ask for your original documentation. If you hand over your passport or your driver's license, then they can say, okay, well, until you pay this $75 fine, I'm not going to give it back to you. So we have, I should just show a few. We have copies of all of our stuff. For instance, we have our social security numbers and birth certificates, copies of them. We're not even bringing the originals of those because we don't need them. But all the stuff we'll probably need, we just have sleeves. It has an insurance card. It has the title of the car. It has both of our driver's license and, let's see, what else? Oh, our passports as well. We have copies, so if we do get pulled over by corrupt officers, which I hope doesn't happen, but if it does happen, it'll probably make a pretty interesting vlog. Anyway, we will be handing them first our copies of our documents, and what we've heard to do is if they ask for the originals, just say that I can give the originals if we go to the police station together. And a lot of people have said that just basically gets you off the hook right there. They really don't want to deal with the hassle. They were just trying to get some pretty easy cash.
Can we talk about the slash-proof bag? I don't know if these people just felt sorry for us because we've gotten so many things stolen or what, but this awesome company called Loft-Tote reached out to us and sent us this bag that is a theft-proof bag. So basically it has this little padlock guy that like locks it up and everything, and then it's made of like slash-proof material. So babe, please try to slash this.
Ching,
oh my goodness, it's not getting slashed.
Well, basically you could wear this as like a vest. So anyway, they didn't sponsor this video, but we thought it was sweet of them to feel sorry for some poor kids, and they sent us free bags. So I think you liked it, and hopefully their bag will keep us slash-proof. Anyway guys, those are the main tips that we have used to be really safe, really thoughtful about going to Mexico. If you have other tips, we are not left yet. We have 2 weeks left and we're going to be preparing like crazy. So please, let us know your tips. Again, if you live in Central America or Mexico and you are interested in meeting up with us and saying hello, I'm going to link our map, like our kind of guesstimated map below of the things we want to go see. Critique it to pieces. Please tell us the things that we missed and all the things that are not worth it or whatever. Or tell us it's amazing, whatever it is. Just give us some feedback, please, on the map. And then if you want to put yourself as a little destination spot, just let us know where you are, what you do, what your shtick is.
All right, guys.
Don't try to slash us, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.